swap over to the game stream, and we'll let that click here to set itself. I'm intrigued by my vertical setup because I made it so that the camera and the chat is directly above the video. But for those that are just joining, where we left off, we're playing on One Chunk Survival. So how this all works is we spawned in on a 16 by 16 chunk, and in that space, we were supposed to complete everything. So it had the stronghold at the bottom for us to get to the end. We made a nether portal and it took us to a 16 by 16 chunk in the nether. And all of this game was supposed to be completed in that space, and then obviously you can expand around it kind of like Skyblock. However, at one point, a creeper went through our nether portal and blew us up as we went through, which broke the nether portal on the nether side, and then broke the game because we couldn't get back into the bedrock walls that it was created. So now we are free of our 16 by 16 prison. And so in honor of that situation where our 16 by 16 prison in the nether was broken, I decided it could be fun to, instead of defeating the Ender Dragon, just bridge off into the night to find elytra and other things to gear up to fight the Ender Dragon, since we really couldn't go do the rest of the things in the nether. And so here we are in the end with elytra. The Ender Dragon is still alive, but the goal of today is to obtain as many items as we can to help us in our fight against the Ender Dragon and anything else that we should decide we want to do. The problem is, if I die, it's gonna take me all the way back to the overworld, so, and we don't have good armor yet, so we kind of have to be like strategic with all of this. And we only have one golden carrot, so we'll see how long we last. But there's the full rundown. Yep. That's the whole plan, is just avoiding the dragon. And then that way, we've got all this stuff, because there's so much good stuff here. And then maybe we can actually get some decent armor and stuff too. So, that is the play. Now, if I'm smart about this, I can get to right here, and then we can open this up while hopefully not getting hit too many more times. There we go. Can I just do this from right here? That didn't work. All right, we're gonna try this from here. Exactly, yeah, it's like Curse of Binding or some of the other stuff. A long-winded way to say, yes, we cheated the game just a little bit. Wow, we almost fell to our death. Okay, armor's not really gonna help us here, is it? We'll put these in here, not that they really matter, but we'll keep that just in case though. Okay. Well, now we continue our mini journey of climbing this tower to find loot without hopefully dying. We are gonna really have to figure out food at some point though, because there's no way there's no way we can survive this for too long. But yes, armor is gonna help for sure if we can get armor. So we just need to keep going, because I mean, we're gonna die. Like, we're all watching this happen right now. I'm definitely gonna die in the next, I don't even know, 5 minutes. Just given, like, we don't have any food at all. Well, we got potions of instant healing. They're not really gonna do anything for us, but they help a little bit. Okay. Let's try bridging up again. See what we can do. Okay. Okay, I think that was a Curse of Binding helmet, but it's better than nothing. That's fine. Fine by me. Okay. Onward and upward, I think. I knew you were gonna say that. I literally, when it happened, I was like, Tim's gonna call me out for dying, even though I still had the Totem of Undying. While I was editing that, I was thinking of you. and the fact that that's what you were going to say to me. Yes, I did. I did still have the totem of undying, and I did still die. And all is fine. I just felt a little silly. We don't need all of this stuff, but maybe if we can run in here quick without dying, that would be great. Okay, let's get out of here before we die. And the nice thing about this game mode is, though, because it's a small space, it does give you keep inventory. So we do have keep inventory, which is nice. It definitely still feels like cheating, but it's nice to have. So, okay. I don't really remember which way we came from. We came from over there. So let's, I think, next go this way. Maybe? Think we can make that gap? I think we can. Soaring away through. Who knows when we're gonna find anything. I am kind of bummed out that Endermen are actually spawning here now, because they weren't spawning last time. But now we've just got a bunch of Endermen everywhere that we have to be aware of. It was nice for last time, but we didn't have to worry about them at all. I'm almost jumping to the beat. Okay, at some point, the better option is going to be just to let ourselves die and reset and go get some food. And I think something else we might want to do is stock up on some arrows and get maybe a nice bow. Because that'll definitely help with the Ender Dragon fight. I mean, we just have a normal bow right now, but anything is better than nothing. So. No, I've still got so far to go. Good thing we got all of the cobblestone in the world. How's everybody's week's been so far? I feel like the fact that it's Tuesday is hurting me because it feels like I guess all week I've been thinking we're a day ahead. So for whatever reason, Sunday felt like a Monday to me. Today felt like a Wednesday. I'm kind of feeling like discombobulated about it all. So everybody's having good weeks that are a little less discombobulated. I know some of you saw this, but did you see that you can now strap mobs to happy guests? Because that made my whole day. You're trying to lose your voice. Well, I'm hoping that maybe you meant to say you're trying not to lose your voice. I actually was just sitting around thinking today, Nettie, I was like, I wonder when Nettie's gonna post another video. So, oh, well, you didn't miss anything, but I'm glad we're all feeling like this week is kind of spun around. Funny, yeah, I wonder who could have posted that short. Must have been some person who works for Mojang and not me. Oh, I forget that you do a lot of voiceovers in yours. That's fair. Okay. Unrelated to me and my video that I made earlier, but related to narrating YouTube videos in general, I have never really watched a B-Dubs stream or a B-Dubs video. Which is insane because he's such a good builder, and I feel like a lot of the color palettes I use are very similar to the palettes that people are always showing of his work. But I watched, he's working on the Nether Hub on the Hermitcraft server, and he did this awesome cinematic of Scar, a conversation with him and Scar before he got exiled, and I was like, geez, dude, this is like one of the coolest like cinematics. Like, I don't know, like he made it look like Minecraft was a film, which is hilarious, you know, given Minecraft movie, but like genuinely it was really, really great. So if you don't watch B-dubs, or if you haven't, I'd recommend watching his most recent, I guess maybe it isn't his most, no, it's got to be his most recent one. It's just this really cool, like, it just it's just a cinematic, like that's really all it is, but it's just awesome. But yeah, I think that I will be watching more of his videos, especially I'm so excited for his design of the nether portal, or the nether hub that they've got there. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, let's hop up there and get some more healing potions and then go on. Okay, something that I love about B-dubs though, from everything that I've heard, like of other people interacting with him, of him interacting with other people, like he really takes this game like a painting, and I think that's so cool. Because like I love camera. I don't know if you can see my other cameras that are right here, but I love cameras, photography, videography. That's like one of my favorite things. And so I always take this as like, I'm, you know, just trying to make a pretty picture out of it, but I'm not really thinking of like colors and things in the way that he is. But like just his attention to detail and colors and color theory and things like that blows my mind, and it's awesome. It's so cool. Yeah, well, because so I didn't watch his episode, but I watched Grian. Oh, that's unfortunate. We ran out of blocks, and I don't have rockets to get us back up here, so we gotta go back down. Yeah, because I watched, I think it was Grian's World Tour video, where B-dubs was explaining his waterfall, and I was like, that's just insane. Yeah. Amazed. So if I start doing more, you know, artsy things with my videos, no, it's fully inspired by B-dubs. Because my whole Hermitcraft experience up to this point has been Grian, Mumbo, Gem, and Impulse have been like the people that I've probably watched the most of. Which I feel like is probably the same for most people, but yeah. So I'm diving more into his videos, and I think honestly, I really think Skiz's videos are funny. I just feel bad because I feel like Skiz gets ostracized as like the village dad. So yeah. But I watched a couple of Skiz's videos recently, and I think they're pretty funny. Oh, Joel, yeah, I've been watching a lot of Joel's videos too. Do you think, so I don't know if you guys have seen the Minecraft movie, but Mumbo and Lizzie and other Minecraft YouTubers are in it, but you know Lizzie's got to go to Joel all the time and be like, I was in a movie. And one day when they have kids, they're going to be like, did you know your mom was in a movie? And I just think that's hilarious. Joel's bass, well, Mumbo's bass too, but Joel's bass is just something else. Yeah, absolutely. But to be fair, if I was her, I would too. I would too. Agreed. I love how much time and effort he's put into the story behind it. And I'm a fan of Wes Anderson, so this has been a fun season for me because Mumbo's just living his best Wes Anderson life. So I love Fwip too. I used to watch a lot of Fwip, and I haven't recently, but I've been watching the Misadventures SMP. I've been watching most of the new videos that come out for that, and I've been trying to go through a lot of people who are in that I don't normally watch, but it's really hard to not watch like Joel and Scott and Jimmy like, you know, the more popular names. It's hard to not watch them because they're just, it's so fun to watch them. But I've been trying to be more open in my viewing of people's things. Well, fire protection isn't really what I want for any of these, but we'll take them. It's fine. Okay, all of these can stay behind. Yeah, I Sausage makes me laugh so hard. Like anytime he's in anything, he's so funny to me. Yeah, I love Jimmy. Well, I guess I won't speak for her. I'm pretty sure Jimmy is V's favorite. I'm pretty sure he's her favorite. But she really loves Lizzie and Joel as well. And I feel bad because I've watched the Life series probably since it started, and I didn't give Jimmy a chance until this year. I didn't watch a single one of his videos, so I feel bad. I feel like I've missed out on so many good things. Sausage is just, yeah, he knows how to make a PG video, or, you know, family-friendly series, still have some touches of hilarity in the realm of, you know, being inappropriate, which I also commend him for, because you know that the majority of the people watching our videos are in our age range, but there's always going to be the few that are much younger, that, you know, like, that's why I always try and keep it clean in videos and streams and things. But Sausage just, he knows how to push that boundary in a very funny way. We are probably gonna die right now. Maybe not. Hopefully not. I don't want to die yet. We almost did. Yeah. Yep. The Misadventures SMP, I think, is a really, really awesome thing, though. Like, just as a D&D player, it's fun to watch them, you know, kind of go through this, which, granted, it's obviously it's based on D&D, but like, it's really kind of a Skyrim type thing. But like, it's been really fun to watch them play that and experiment with things. And yeah, I've enjoyed the Misadventures SP so far. I don't want to die. You know, I've got this thing called a shield that I just, like, have not been using at all. It's because you can just hit the things out of the air. You don't really have to use the shield. Okay, I haven't watched Pixel Riffs, but I only hear... Oh, there's another tower over there. I only hear good things about Pixel. I just have never actually watched anything with Pixel Riffs. So, if that's something I need to add to my to-do list, I'll do it. He's another one of those that, like, I love whenever he makes an appearance in people's videos. I just have never gone and watched one of his, which is like my common theme for so many of the people, both in Empires and in Hermitcraft, is like, it just, I love them when they're in people's videos. I just don't go and watch more of their videos. So. Apparently, I shocked people when I was first starting out making videos, because the most common person I got, like, related to was Etho, and I hadn't even watched, other than, like, maybe a couple Ethos Lab videos when I was really young and Minecraft was, like, first out on Xbox. I hadn't watched Etho, like, since, and so I felt kind of like an imposter, because people were like, oh, you remind me of Etho, and I was like, I couldn't tell you the last time I watched one of his videos. So I have also been watching some of Etho's videos now, because I watched some of them to see what people were meaning, and I was like, I'm not Canadian, so I like Etho. I think he's very funny. I don't know Evbo. Don't know that one. Biggest news to me this week, which maybe this isn't news to anybody, but I didn't realize that Ollie, Orion Sound, and Soup for Eloise are together. I didn't know that. And then I was watching the charity stream, and Jimmy called Ollie, and Eloise was there, and I was like, wait, are they dating? And they are, and I had no clue. So that was one of the biggest moments for me this week, was knowing that they're together. Yeah, T, I know, right? Yeah. I looked it up too. I looked it up afterwards, and the internet verified it for me that they are in a relationship. So, fun fact. But yeah, I don't know. My little brother watched a lot of Etho when we were younger. So like I always knew who, oh, these are much better than what I have. I always knew who Etho was, but I just never watched him for myself. So Direction 4, I guess these don't have, but they have Unbreaking and Mending, so that feels better. And now I gotta get up there. Oh, I know I'm starving. I will be starving to death because I don't have any food. I could eat a lot of chorus fruit. Can I do? Well, I could combine them in the overworld. I can't combine them here yet. Let's try and eat some chorus fruit. I kind of forget that these exist. It's gonna teleport us all around, but it is an option for us to survive. We'll just teleport around while we eat. Yes, lol, it's on the internet. It must be true. Yeah, it's got to be. And if it's not, I don't want to know, because now I like the picture of it in my head that they're together. Okay. Well, that helped. I didn't even think of this. I was just looking around. I was like, oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to starve to death. There's literally food all around you, dude. And this is why it exists. We got enough blocks? Oh, we definitely have enough blocks. Let's go get another pair of Elytra. Let me know if the music's too loud. I have it a little bit louder than I normally do, but I don't... At least in the mix, it looks clean. But just let me know. Oh, we're a little far off. Whoops. Okay, we'll just build up and glide. There we go. I don't need an egg. I know. Well, so what I've been thinking about is eventually we should build a gunpowder farm. But do I want to build a gunpowder farm? Maybe. I don't know. I've been trying to decide whether it's worth it to build a gunpowder farm or not. How have we not gotten like a different axe or anything? Okay, I love end rod, so I don't really want to get rid of that. But we don't have a crafting bench, so I can't combine all my stuff. So we're gonna leave behind the plain diamond pickaxe now that we have 2 better ones. No, definitely worth it when I need them. And the design that I used in my series has literally worked wonders. So I'm thinking I might do it. It's just going to require so many trapdoors and snow to make some snow golems. And we don't have snow, as far as I know, anywhere. So that's my only concern, is trying to find snow so that we can build this farm, because it essentially just works around the creepers getting aggroed to the snow golems. This is a bad choice. Yep, I knew I was gonna do that. Fun fact. Well, I guess that's the achievement you get for flying up 50 blocks, but you can always eat chorus fruit to teleport you down to the ground. So I could use cat if I can get cats to spawn on our little platform. That's true. I could just use the cats. That does require me to get the Casso. Do I have wood? I don't have wood. That's good then. I'm not. Yeah, I don't have wood, man. I can't make a crafting table. Okay, we got to get up there because I just realized I didn't go get all of the stuff from up there. I stopped here and then went over there. So we got to get all the way up top, but we were out of blocks. And I kind of... Let's go back to the overworld, actually. Let's go merge some of our things together. And maybe try and make some arrows or something. And then we can figure it out from there. Unless... No. Let's just do it. I didn't bring wood. I'm a loser. Keep inventory is the loveliest thing about this whole thing. Okay. So we're back up here. Obviously there's our first attempt at a mob spawner. Let's see how far out can we see today. What do we got? There's okay. We got all sorts of things around us, you know, when we make rockets. We can just go on a big adventure. But we're gonna, once again, keep this down so that we don't see all that other stuff. We'll keep ourselves here. Okay. But no, you're right. We should get wood. And we've got enough to really do a lot of stuff now. So maybe let's see what we can get up to here. And then we'll get back to doing some other stuff in the end. If we even need, we might be able to beat the Ender Dragon, guys. We're gonna need honestly, if we get some arrows, I think we can do it. I don't know. That feels a little ballsy, but how can you tell? I've played not Super Flat. I've played I mean I have played Super Flat, but I haven't like played it all the way out. I played Skyblock when it was first popular. I did do that. But I haven't touched it since. So I know the basics and I know how to do a lot of the farms and stuff, but you know, just yeah, I haven't just sat and played any of the random stuff. I could, if I could, well, let's go see if we can get Infinity. I doubt we can get Infinity with no books, but let's see. No Infinity. So we have to get some. Ooh, that would be cool. I just want to do a general, like, 1 episode survival series of Super Flat World, potentially with other people. Like, just we're all here. We're going to, the only goal is to beat the game in Super Flat. I thought that could be a fun thing to try and do. You know what we could do? We could just sit here and breed up those cows for a while, get a lot of leather, get a lot of paper, and then try and get a bunch of books. It's going to take a while though, but it's a way that we can actually get some of these enchantments and stuff. Yeah, I just think it'd be fun. Just like a fun little mini series. I don't know, just something like that. That's really what's been on my mind recently for like video ideas. Because like I got my main series. I'm not, you know, that's not going anywhere. I've got potentially the Lucid SMP. We'll see. That I've been thinking about trying to get a start in that. So we'll see. I've had a lot of things in my mind, but I think the Super Flat, like 1 episode survival or 2 episode survival kind of thing would just be such a fun thing. And I really want to do the Border Hoarder thing that Jimmy and Joel and Lizzie and all of them are doing together, but can't do that right now because that's obviously what they've, you know, just been doing. So that's a blatant knockoff, but I think it would be so fun. I think it'd be so fun. Can you tell we're in 1.20, 1.5? Look at all these leaves falling from oak trees. Very nice. Just leave a walking path there, I think. If I can place any blocks correctly, jeez. Yeah, no, I love it. The expanding border, I love it. I think it's such a fun thing. I think we will. Zen's made it sound like it. Zen's made it sound like he's mentioned you a couple times. But yeah, I think Border Hoarder could be a blast at some point, but I think that one might have to wait unless I just don't care, but I do care. So hello? It's not real. Okay, there we go. It's like it's not real. Okay. Let's get some wheat, and then we'll get these cows bred up a little bit. And then we can maybe get on with some other stuff. I popped into a couple other streams before, but just like on in the background while I'm working on other things, but I do enjoy all of your guys' videos. I only like really watch you and Zen, but everyone else on your guys' server seems really cool too. But maybe that's a bad thing to admit, is that I haven't really watched too many of the guys on it, but they seem like great guys. Yeah, that's what Zen was saying. He was saying it's nice because everybody's got different styles, but you guys all mesh really well, and I think that's fun to see. I see that in a lot of your shorts too, just those kind of quips that you guys have. They're fun. Sure, I'll just drop some of this random stuff that we don't really need. I like that. I like that sword the most. We're gonna leave that one. Okay. Sure. We'll just let all of this be. Okay. I'd believe it. Hello, chickens. I know that you want seeds, but I do not want more chicken eggs. Oh, dang it. Okay. Well, whatever. Who am I to deny it? There you go. No. Okay, let's just... Ooh, let's make a composter. Because I'm going to get rid of some of these seeds. And at least get some bone meal out of it. This seems like a grand place for a composter to be. No, it doesn't. Right there seems like a grand place for a composter to be. And let's get... So I'm going to make a couple hoppers. So that we can just have this be a little automated composter thing for us. And then we'll actually get on with doing some stuff with these cows. And don't really want this to be basement. Okay. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. As soon as I placed that, I was like, that's gonna go into the house. There we go. And now we've at least got some bone meal coming through for us, which will be great. And now we can cook up some bread so that we actually, you know, have some food on us too. He says, so stupidly, because I needed all of that wheat for the cows. It's fine. We needed food too, but that was so dumb. I literally was like, let's go breed the cows. Just kidding. Let's eat all the wheat. And of course, we got none left. All right. Well, now we just get to jaunt around for a little bit, I guess. That was so dumb. Yeah, we've got nothing else. Oh, yeah, that was a painful one. Alas, we will survive. If I had more than, you know, one piece of wheat, I would. Ha ha ha! The universe gives. Okay, well, we'll let them take off for a little bit. I think I'm just gonna make as many cows as possible, and then we're gonna cut through them all so that we can have things. How about expanding the island and go ahead and build a creeper farm? Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, Tim. However, well, we got a good amount of copper. What am I saying? Copper, cobblestone. And I think we can make there we go. I think we can make a decent amount of trapdoors. We can't make like the largest creeper farm in the world, but we can make something. Whatever. We'll just use all the oak. Why not? And that's got to get us at least started with a basic thing. We won't actually build this until the morning, or at least daytime. But what we can do for now is walk up to our little killing hole where the creepers can't blow us up and stuff. I've read your name too many times. I don't know what I said. Whoa, no, not me. Oh, it's because I was crouching. Yeah, that's why. Ha! Yes, yeah. That's true. I did say that. Hello. Oh, now they're gonna beef. Well, we all knew how that one was gonna end. Okay. Did I get any gunpowder from that? How did I not get any gunpowder from that? That's insane. Put that back up and walk away. Okay, I mean, I think this is the best place to build it, though, if we're gonna build it. So we may as well, while nothing is spawned here, we could probably start on it. So, let's see. I want it to be right above me, and we'll just go like this. And then if I want, so here's the thing. If I just want to have like a killing floor, it needs to be like this, probably. And then we can do the rest by going up. And I know, so if we managed to get cats to spawn, which I doubt, but if we managed, yeah, okay. Everybody think creatively. Is there a creative way to get snow? I don't think so. Because it doesn't matter how high up we are. If it's raining in a, well, what biome are we in? Set own game mode to creative. How did I do that? No way that's allowed. Okay, hold on. We need to stay on survival. Okay. No way that's allowed. Okay. Well, I didn't know that was on, so let's not allow that. Can we, like, de-op ourselves? Nope. Okay, well, we are in a plains biome, so I don't think we can get snow here. If we were in a snowy plains, we could. But I don't think we can. What I'm wondering is if we can expand out a little bit. Also, I need to now change all of these half slabs to full blocks now. But if we can keep our little platform going out a little bit, maybe there can be snow. But just when we were expanding, I don't think taiga biomes snow, unless it's a snowy taiga, but it didn't look like a snowy taiga. So I'm not sure. Unfortunately, Nettie, there's no way that I could cheat on this because every second that I've spent in this game has been on stream. Other than taking I think last stream I came back on after the stream ended so that I could get a thumbnail picture. What do we got? 1, 2, 3 going out from there. So the reason I want snow is because the creeper farm design that I have been using on the main survival world uses snowy golems to make the creepers angry, and then they charge the snow golems, fall down a hole, and then they're killed by the fire at the bottom of it, and then they drop all of their gunpowder. So that's why I want it, but I'm trying to think if there's a way that we could build this to be me-centric, like, so, because the Froglight farm that I just built centers on the fact that the magma cubes jump to me. So I'm thinking but it won't work because creepers won't spawn if we're that close. Unless we had like a bubble elevator that would take us in and out and in and out of spawn range so that more could spawn in. But the problem is if we, say I had a little platform here in the middle and the creepers were coming to me, once they all were dead, they'd just be gone. So that won't work either because that requires more than we can do. Yeah. Things to think about. I do actually need this to be open though. Now that I'm thinking about it, the drop chamber is this wide because the platform where the snow golems would be is like right here. So we actually do need this to be about that wide as a whole there. It might even need to be a little bit wider. I think it actually needs to be like this. It's been a while since I built that one. Because in that way, they get close, but as soon as they get close enough to think about blowing up, they're going to walk off this thing and fall down, is my thought. So, yeah. Well, that might just be... The thing is, we might just need to make a generic mob spawner, and that's kind of where I'm going now. And we'd still get a bunch of gunpowder instead of having to worry about specifically only creepers. I just feel a little silly for making a ton of trapdoors, but there's no reason we couldn't make a creeper specific layer and see if that works. So maybe we just do this. Maybe we just do your stereotypical mob spawner, but that does mean we're going to need to go up 112 blocks. Is that what it is? Somebody verify that for me. I can't remember how far away from me at the bottom it needs to be. I think it's 112. We're gonna lose all of this cobblestone, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. Maybe we just do like 2 or 3 layers. Wait a sec, guys, I'm way overthinking this. Tim, you're smart and you're saying things that I'm just not listening to. What we can do is we can build one of these that spawns only creepers And then we just set some dispensers to drop water on the creepers. Yeah. No, I know, Tim. I'm just not using my brain while you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, big brain moment. We're gonna need to go up a little bit. I think we gotta go up like 70 blocks. Which means we're gonna need a lot more blocks. We don't really just want to sit and mine all of this, but I suppose this thing doesn't need to look pretty, right? We can use whatever blocks we need, so now we just get to have a super exciting mining time. But then we can make a mob spawner. So we probably have enough to make a 1-layer spawner at this point, but it's always the filling in at the top and the bottom that take up all the blocks. Yeah, I bet you're shouting at the screen. That's on me, man. You were saying the exact words that I needed to hear, and I just wasn't hearing them. Okay, once we've got, I don't know, we'll just get a couple more stacks until this layer is mined up of stuff, and then we're gonna go try and build at least 1 layer to this. Oh, I feel so silly. Just some brief casual mining. At least we have a pickaxe that, you know, mines a little bit faster than a normal pickaxe. That's much more helpful than having to dig through all of that with an iron pickaxe like we'd been for literally weeks. May as well eat the bread since I, you know, made all of that. Okay. Let's build up. So we are currently, not the right button. We are currently 77, which is not going to be a helpful number right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to go up quite a bit more. 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, you still could. I haven't built a creeper farm like this in a long time. This is normally my brother's forte, is taking on the tower spawners. I do the building, he does the putting things together. Okay, that's 20. Welcome back, Zen. Okay, and this should be 40, which is definitely not far enough away, but I'm going to pretend like it's far enough away because they don't have anywhere else to spawn. So if I make this the only spawnable area, it should work, would be my thought. So let's make this the only spawnable area. Well, I guess make this where the water's going to go. But it'll still be the only spawnable area. So we got to go out quite a bit. We are making a mob farm after a lot of Tim wanting to rip his hair out because I just wasn't understanding what he was saying to me. I'm just a silly guy. Okay, does that go all the way or does that drop? Okay, I need to go one more block, I think. Sweet. Okay. So that's how far this needs to be out. Now we need to not lose any of these blocks. It's always 8. I just wasn't counting. Perks of, you know, using my brain and counting. We're almost out of blocks too, so we're gonna need to safely get back down, which luckily we've got these wonderful things called elytra. 7, 8. Now we can work our way across. All right. Yeah. Tim's just saying that you're needed because I was not hearing him. So you're here to be his backup now and tell me that I'm stupid. Okay, well there's a layer. Let's make it so that nothing spawns up here while we're gone, and let's go get a bunch more stone. Luckily we've got a couple of these. We could put these together actually. Maybe we should put these together. Because I think we've got enough to make an anvil now. Yeah, we definitely have enough to make an anvil. Sure. I don't want your silk touch, but I want your efficiency. Can I take just the efficiency? Can't. I'm breaking 3, efficiency 4, fortune 2. Not bad for, you know, not actually building those on my own. So let's go take that down to the bottom and then mine up another layer because, you know, we got some super fun mining to do. I have not combined the boots yet. I was just thinking about that actually. I was like, oh, maybe I should combine the boots while I'm up there too. But now I'm down here mining. So I think maybe we just take down a couple more layers of this tower. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's definitely a project. Okay, we got 2 options. We can keep working on this spawner and get some gunpowder and kind of get ourselves a functioning, just general XP and mob farm. Or we go and kill a ton of chickens, collect a lot of feathers, make a ton of arrows from the gravel that we have lying around, and attempt to beat the Ender Dragon. But I feel like beating the Ender Dragon needs to be the last thing we do. Like, I feel like we need to, like, take this game as far as we can. Or we just beat the Ender Dragon so that we can go to and from the end relatively safely and do some things there. I can't decide. Oh, I forgot to put mushrooms down here. Look at all those mushrooms now. Just kidding. I don't know if that's how that works, and I don't remember how many mushrooms I put down there, so we could have put 5 down there to begin with. Yeah, I think I like the idea of leaving the dragon for the actual end as well. Gives us something random to, you know, or not random, gives us something else to focus on for right now, and another subplot to this. I think the rockets would definitely help beat the dragon, because think about it, we can just fly up past all of the towers and shoot them down instead of having to shoot from the bottom. Yeah. So here's... when we have rockets, do we draw the line at flying all the way out to the outer edges? Or do we do that? Because originally we had said we weren't going to fly to the rest of the overworld until we beat the Ender Dragon. But we could. But my only worry is if I do that, I'm definitely gonna like sleep in a bed or something and just ruin the spawn point and just throw off everything, because then we won't be able to get back here, or we're gonna forget where it's at or something like that. Maybe not flying to the rest of the overworld until we're ready to be done. But I'd love to go to an ancient city or a trial chamber. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, then let's stick to one chunk, because I am also enjoying my plight on the chunk. Whoa. Okay, this layer is going to be a little different. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was just kind of thinking the same thing. Let's make it the victory lap at the end when we've kind of finished this. Yeah, which is just hilarious, because you said that you couldn't stream tonight because you needed to focus on your videos, and people were supposed to hold you to it, and here I am, like, actively injuring your process. Zen sits here and works on his videos sometimes, so if Zen can do it, you can do it. I believe in you. I'm technically online, so technically I could do anything. Look at that. You're working on your mod pack. Are you putting together a mod pack? I didn't know that. Or are you just working on your mods in general? I feel like I'm like drowning in this sweater. Every time I look up, I like see. Hold on, I just gotta show this off. This thing is so large. I got it at a garage sale over the weekend, and it's 100% cotton, so it's not like all itchy, but it's huge. Nice. Large sweaters are the best, but here's the thing. I wear large. Like, I wear large as, like, a normal size, and normally large fits me like large, but this is, like, a vintage large, which I feel like is always today's extra large, or, you know, larger. Because, like, this, I'm like, look, I got wings. But I do love this thing. This thing is soft. I finally, like, you know, went and washed all the things I got from... that I got from that garage sale. So I've been wearing all of them, but can't wear some of them on stream because they will dox me. And not that I'm concerned by any of you for my safety, but the rest of the internet is a dangerous place. So yeah, yes, I'm referring to the sweater. Bad. Okay, we've got a full inventory. I don't want rotten flesh. Let's fill up one more layer of this. But yeah, I got 2 large sweaters. So this garage sale was like a super posh garage sale. Like, these people had lots of really nice stuff. So I got this sweater there, and then there was also a polo, like the brand, like vintage, like brown jacket type of thing that I got, and that thing's cozy. That thing's really nice. And then I got like a golf jacket to wear. And I've been wearing that pretty much religiously, like non-stop. I've been wearing that. So, but I can't wear that on stream because it says where I live. Yeah, University of Nova Scotia. Yeah, yep. The luau starts soon. That's awesome. Go enjoy a luau. That is the best excuse to not be here, is to go to a luau. You know what's funny is, of everybody on this, well, at least of everybody who's messaging, Stenbone is the only one who knows where I live. Goofy. All right. There's a wandering trader. What do we got? Hello. Ooh. Yes. Yes, I do want those, sir. Let me go grab some emeralds. This is the first time for a wandering trader, I think. Other than our boy on the other side. Sure, I'll just buy all of these off of you. Why not? That's why not. Okay. Okay. Okay, that was pain. Hey, we've got a... Well... Okay. Well, we've got that. And we'll keep one as a spare, because sometimes these trees... The reason I bought him out was because sometimes these trees don't drop 4. That's been my experience with them, is that they only drop like 3. And I'm not dealing with that. So we'll put that there. Oh, that was so unfortunate. What's this guy's name? Maybe we can trade with him. Howard, do you want... I don't have any wood for you right now, so maybe I can't trade you anything right now. Yeah, I used all my wood. Okay, Howard, you don't get anything yet, but you will get things. Oh, that was so silly. Oh well. Ooh, that's a good question. Did I get any fortune hosts? I don't think I did. No, I didn't get it. I didn't even get any hosts. Yep. Those are the words I just said. Oh yeah, I could use the pickaxe. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That is true. Ha, no host. Yep, those are the words I said. Unfortunate. Okay, let's waste some blocks while we climb up this tower, since we don't really have any other option. Actually, let's make another bucket so we can make an infinite water source while we're up too. I've got no clue. I will trust you guys. I've not ever tried using fortune from a pickaxe for anything other than, you know, ores. So it might work, it might not work, but I'm down to try anything. Yeah, I know. I was thinking ladders, but then that requires me to mine more wood. Wait, no, we have a bunch of sticks. Hold on. Hold the phone. We got sticks. So I was just sitting here wondering what to do with all the sticks, wherever I put them. I doubt this will be enough ladder, but it'll be somewhere. It might be not. Nope, not enough. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough unless we grab some of these too. Well, it's worth the start. Yeah, I think we gotta chop some trees, particularly this tree that's in my way. Might just move the birch trees, but I do like that they have their own place. Yeah, if only I had some rockets, wouldn't that be swell? I can't believe I just got... Don't be lazy. How dare you? You're right. I shouldn't be lazy. I have all the blocks around me to do this. To be entirely honest, I thought I was gonna like, find all the stuff we needed to beat the Ender Dragon today. So the fact that we're kind of going on this side crusade, I'm like, oh, this is great. This is very fun, but I'm thrown off of what I thought I was gonna be doing tonight. Normally I'm pretty good at motivating myself, but I'm sure we all get it. Sometimes you're just like, ugh, I really just don't have the motivation to be working on a video, and then you kind of get in your head and you're like, oh, what am I even doing, and kind of things. And so, but that's what I appreciate about most of the people that are subscribed and hang out, is you all push me to keep doing good things, so I always appreciate it. Okay, let's get some more cows. Please. Maybe after I've gotten some more wheat, though. Okay. What do I not want? Sure. Okay, that's good. Hey, good. It's a big deal, Mr. Man. So I'm glad I can be your encouragement to get through those. Just drop all of that, make some more ladders. Just kidding, we'll make some more sticks. Okay, now we got a ton of ladders, so hopefully that's enough for us to maybe get up there. Let's drop off those seeds too, so we don't have seeds taking up space in our inventory. Yeah, there was a lot going on there. Yep. I always keep my inventory full. There's no need for space, obviously, No, that's honestly one of my biggest problems. I've been trying to work on that. But I always have a full inventory because I'm always like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna need. And since I didn't have a silk touch pickaxe while we were in the end, I didn't grab one of the ender chests. Because that's what I should have grabbed, is one of the ender chests. And then we wouldn't be having this problem. You definitely can teach me inventory management if you would like. I need to deal with my inventory. Because here's my thing, is that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need all this cobblestone, so I keep all my cobblestone here. But then like, I don't need all these oak planks. And now that I've got all my ladders sorted, I don't even need all of that. But alas, here we are. Hey, I will eat, so you stop doing that. There we go. I used to be really specific about how I kept my inventory, and then I just let it go. Which I shouldn't have done. I should have stayed on having a nice inventory. Okay, that's 8. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It's dysfunctional organization for me. Because in my head, I'm like, I know where everything is. It's just, it's not neat. And yet, one of my favorite things to build in this game are automatic sorting machines and things. But it's because I don't want to sort it myself. So, take the, take that how you want to. I'm too lazy to sort things by myself most of the time, so I build a machine to do it for me, so I don't have to. Yeah, for a long time. So my hotbar normally is actually pretty much the same if I'm not doing like a build. I keep my hotbar pretty much the same, but I used to do kind of like a level of organization of like, here's consumables, here's building blocks, here's whatever, you know, I'd kind of do something like that, but I have not done that in a long time. Maybe not the best place to do this, but alas. So here's my, this should work out. I don't know why I'm worried about this. This should work out and shouldn't cause a big issue, but the last thing I want is for it all to roll down once we get everything in, but it shouldn't because we did a section of 8. So just need to stop worrying about it, just do it. Yep. Okay. Well, I guess we leave that one for now. No, we don't leave that for now. We gotta move this now, which I knew we were gonna have to move it the moment I put it down. I was like, not the best place for this. Whatever. Just lift it up a block. There we go. Okay. Even though we really have infinite water sources all around us now. Ah, that was my fear. Yep. I am making a pool. I know. Okay. Ah. See, this is what I mean. I don't do these farms. Because here's the problem. Is I've just made all of these water source blocks. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, we could just do a super generic. There is definitely a better way to do this. Yeah. That's a good point. Don't forget to fill up the other bucket. That is a good point. But now we gotta go and fill in all this because I'm a dummy. It does look like some, you know what? I appreciate the nice comment of it looks like some fancy pool. Yeah, so what I'm thinking, the reason I was trying to do it like this was so that we could just have water flowing from all the edges, but as soon as I got to here, I was like, no, the moment I do this, it's all gonna fill in because that's all it wants. So what we need to do is find a way to fill this whole area using just the extent of water. Like we can't use... Put stairs in the... Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, on the edge, one block up and then waterlog those. Yeah, I was thinking that or doing kind of like I do for the TNT, the wood farm and putting the water here and having it fall off. Yeah. But the thing is, because we made this square so large, putting water in the corner isn't going to fill it all the way up. So that's what I'm trying to figure out without dying. That would have been so sad. We would have been fine. We have Elytra. But I think if I'm going to put the water... Yeah, if I'm going to put the water on each corner, that's not going to make it all the way in, is it? I was thinking the same thing, Tim, because that's how I've made it in the past, was like, you got a water trough, you got 4 water troughs flowing to the center, and then you have the spawn platform up above, and then you just let the mobs spawn through that. And you just place your carpet so that they don't spawn So there's not other spiders and things, but yeah, that's what so here, I'm going to put together the design that I've done in the past that is coming to my mind that I thought maybe I was going to try and do here in the first place anyway. And then it's way less efficient. I know, because it forces the mobs to idle into their own space instead of being pushed out. So, oh gosh. Yeah, we get to struggle for this together. Maybe that's what I get to study in between streams is building a automated creeper farm or mob spawner from scratch. Almost got all this stinking water out of here though. But no, you're right. What we need to do, we need to have, I want it to be efficient because I want us to actually have mobs coming to us. Signs to block the water works really well as long as the water flows to the center. So if the water overlaps on the center, but at least it's flowing there, I think using signs is definitely the way to go. But that requires us to get signs, put that all together. I hope that we don't have any of the phantoms spawning on us tonight. I don't know the last time we slept. Because I think the normal design for a spawner like this is you do a little like square, or not square, like diamond pattern out that kind of follows the placement pattern of water. So I think that's what we need to try and go for is that, but I think down here we just need to have a row. I think let's waterlog some stairs along the edge and then let the water flow in and then see how that works. But now we gotta remember which one of these blocks, which way is town? I guess it doesn't matter because we're just gonna fly down anyway. Okay, let's go this way. Let's oh no. I should have put some lights over there. Yeah, we're gonna just let daytime happen. Yeah, we'll let daytime happen here really quick. Yeah, everything's spawning on me. But hey, that does prove that this will work, which is good. Okay, so we need to make some stairs. I just was wondering if we had any. We got some. Not a bunch. Okay. We'll make a bunch of stairs if we need to build a... Oh, gosh. I truly did this to myself. Goodbye. 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 Enjoy your exile. I need him to shoot this creeper. No, shoot the creeper, please. Or me. That works too. I don't want the creepers to fall off. I'm good with literally every other mob falling off, but the creepers I would like to keep on if we can. Get out of here. Okay. Let's light this up so that doesn't happen again. And let's go try and put some water up here. Oh, the amount of silly dumb things that have happened tonight. We probably got anything done. Okay. Guess there were some skeletons that spawned up here overnight. Well, I appreciate that you are enjoying it. Waterlogging a stair does not seem to let the water flow. Do I need to not have these here? Ooh. Okay. So this will work, but we just gotta think. Yeah, just don't do specifically corners. Yeah. 'Cause if we do like right here, that should flow. If we do this, I'm not going to do that yet because we don't have a infinite water source. So let's make that really quick. Okay. Yeah, let's... So if we just do this, I don't even think we need to do that. I think that doesn't add anything to it. Yeah. So if we, excuse me, if we just do something like this in each corner and maybe a couple other places, stuff should flow, but we got to get it to go all the way over here, which makes me think that maybe we just cut it down a layer, like we do separate layers, kind of like you were talking about. Oh, just do straight along the wall. Oh, and that should fill in the whole space. Okay, let's try that. Oh, Zen, you're a genius. Look at that. It's going where we want it to without ruining everything. How grand. Okay. Nice. Okay. A solution to our problem has been found. Yeah, if you can't tell, I haven't. I found that creeper farm design and I decided that was enough mob farms for me for the current time. Okay, so now we just do the same thing and we'll make some more stairs so we can get the rest of the spaces filled up. Oh wait, they do work like that? No, it doesn't. Because look, it's not filling it back up. I'd wondered if I could, but yeah, I don't think it fills back up. Nice. Okay. Well, regardless of it, whether or not those can be infinite water sources, you've given us the solution to our problems, then, so I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, there's got to be a block in front of it for it to actually be something you can use. Because that's why, like on sugarcane farms and things where you do waterlog the stairs, you can use it like that because there's something blocking the rest of the water, kind of holding it all into that form. But since it's not the same here, that's probably why that doesn't work. We're gonna need to find a lot of redstone. Because there's not a bunch of redstone here. I just thought about that. Because we can get as much quartz as we want, but redstone, we're limited. We can trade for more. If we happen to find more emeralds in the end, we could trade for more redstone. But we only have a limited amount. Yeah, that's true. Which witches should spawn in this if we don't make it specific to creepers. That's a good point. That's a good point. Well, witches could spawn. I guess I won't say they should spawn. They could spawn here. And that should give us a good amount of redstone. Yeah, let's make some more stairs. Start with another 40. I'm sure that'll be enough. Probably not, now that I'm saying that. But let's try it. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will prevent spider spawns because at least right now, I can't think of any reason why we'd need a bunch of string. And we'll get bows and arrows from skeletons, so I'm not worried about bows or arrows. And then we'll still get all of our drops from everything else, but we won't have to worry about spiders clogging up the whole thing. So I think that's the smart play, is to make it so that spiders can't spawn here, but that everything else can. And the good thing is, we still, well, I guess we don't actually need all the trapdoors that we made, but they're not gonna hurt for us to have, so. Where are we at? We're at an hour 43. Since the stream on YouTube started a little bit late, we'll keep it going a little bit longer tonight, just because felt a little bad for the YouTube stream having as many issues as it did. I gotta say, I really enjoy that, you know, OBS lets me stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. That's pretty sweet. But it's the same issue every single time. It's the same issue every time. It won't actually let me start, even if I have YouTube set to start the stream the moment my recording software or my streaming software starts the stream. I always have to go in and click go live, or yeah, go in and change a setting or whatever. Like, it doesn't actually like hold any of the settings. So I know I was kind of thinking I should try Restream instead of what's built in with OBS. But I think Restream just literally publishes your active stream on Twitch to the other source, right? Like, it's not like it's actively pumping out multiple sources, because right now I'm actively pumping out 3 sources. I've got the stream on Twitch, the stream horizontal on YouTube, and the stream vertical on YouTube. And maybe, I mean, honestly, like, it really could just be I'm doing something wrong and I just need to figure it out, and then I'll never have the issue again. But I haven't figured out the thing that I'm doing wrong yet, so. I just got a nice new computer because my computer did die. I had my old computer for literally since 2019, and then, I don't know, a month, 2 months ago, it decided it was done being a functioning computer, so now it rests in this closet. It's over here. You can't see this closet. There's a closet right here, along with lots of guitars and things that are right. Hold on, guys, look, it's part of my room you've never seen. All of that. But there you go. But yeah, I bought a it's actually, so I built my own PC the last time. You're right, I should do that. Let's do that. Looks good. I don't see any bad flowing areas, so I think we're good. Back to the beauty of shaders. Okay. Well, with that set, so I've just thought of something that is going to ruin everything that we've just done. It's that the water, when it comes out of a single source, and we have a 2x2 space in the middle, not a 3x3 space. Cry a little bit about that, and then, oh gosh, okay, and yeah, okay, and is a good point. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I like it when it's perfect. Well, I could make it, but I could grow it. Like imagine if I cut this part out, we expand that wall and that wall by 1 layer, and then we can do that. It's a little bit of a change on what we've done, but I don't really want to do all that. Okay, you know what? I'll let the bad influencing win here. So when building this, if I'm gonna have water coming out of a central source, it's a central source in the middle, and it's gonna expand like that. So I want it to be nice and symmetrical. I need to make this not a 2x2 opening in the center. I need to make it a 3x3, which I'm demonstrating here, which means that I would need to expand these sides 1 and 1. Tim, go to a luau. I love that you're here, but I thought you had things to do, man. All right, fine. All right. Whatever. You guys are terrible influences. Oh, this it's sickening. Okay. Okay. 1. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They should flow off right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But here's the problem, guys. It's gonna put this. Will it? Hold on. Okay, you win this one. I know, Zen. I agree. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I agree. I'm sitting here just sobbing. Look, I understand that I've got problems controlling my inventory and making my inventory look nice, but I do care about things being symmetrical. But you know what? That can be a problem for another day. That can be a problem for another day. Be a problem for another day. Oh, it's the song that always plays right at the end of our stream. Except it's 10 minutes early this time. Okay, here's layer 1. An issue, which I don't think is an issue. Maybe we can just use our trapdoors for that. What am I doing? We don't have a source of carpet because we don't have any sheep and we don't have any moss. So we got to figure out what we're going to use for carpet to get this. But we'll figure that out. 1, 2 blocks high, 3 for the next layer. And then we'll leave the center open because that's where our observer and things will go. I don't want to make it 3 blocks high because then an enderman gets, so we're not going to do that. You know what else we should do before we abandon this layer? Yeah, let's put a light on it. Okay. I can fix this in the future. If it's really bothering me, I can fix it in the future and it'll all be okay. Yeah, the middle of the movie theater is just my favorite place to sit. Sorry, I was reading and catching up on what you guys were saying. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you guys have anything similar where you all are from, but we've got these movie theaters that like you can just go and they're breweries, but then they're also a movie theater. So you can, watch a movie, have a drink, have dinner, all these fun things. And that is how I got to watch the Minecraft movie, which was a very fun way to watch that movie with my parents and a couple adult beverages. It was a funny time. The B&B theaters here, yep. Yeah, I think dining and watching a movie is that's peak. Honestly, I really think that's like, now that I've done it, I think I'd struggle to go to not getting to eat and watch movies. Dude, I will stand by this. The Minecraft movie was not that bad. It was not that bad. You have to remember, it's a kid's movie. No, I don't know. I mean, obviously I didn't think that other people knew that those existed either. I loved the Minecraft movie. I had a lot of fun watching that. V loved it. My parents loved it. They were laughing the whole time. Like, it just don't go in. Yeah, I know. I don't get the hate at all. I thought it did exactly what it needed to do, which is be a silly movie. All I needed. And I think going in with no expectations is the right way to do it. Because, like, that's something that I've seen a lot of people talking about. It's like, if you go into it thinking you're going to get, like, an Oscar-worthy story, of course you're going to be disappointed. Like, it's a movie about a video game where Jack Black is the main character. Like, I mean, what more than fun do you think is going to be going on here? Exactly. Literally, Zen just said exactly what I was just saying. Lava Chicken was a... I did not know that there was going to be kind of breakout singing moments, and that made my musical theater heart laugh. I actually... maybe I have seen the Mario. I don't think I've seen the Mario movie, but I could be fully lying when I say that. I don't think I've actually seen the Mario movie, though. But I heard the Mario movie, again, wasn't that bad. Like, you just gotta get over the fact that it's not made for adults, really. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously, these movies are made for adults because they know that, you know, we're gonna go watch it, but, like, you know, yeah. Oh, yes, musical theater, Sky. Theater kid since day one, basically. Ooh, okay. My favorite musical is a musical that you've never heard of, and it's called... I actually don't know so the musical is called Next Thing You Know. And it is a podcast musical that came out in 2013, 14, 15. I don't know. But it's about just being in your mid to late 20s and having a quarter life crisis. So, you know, super fun topic. But the music is just like very, like, there's a song called Hungover that's just them singing about being hungover. I don't know. There's a lot of really funny songs. Yeah. Sten can confirm that I am, because he's been around for most of it. I love that musical. So for the longest time, it was only an album. It was only an album, and then in 2021, they actually released. Might have actually been 2020. It's sometime during the early years of the pandemic, they released it as a full podcast, and I loved it. But the other podcast musical that came out around the same time that was also huge is called 36 Questions, and that one is also incredible, but a lot more sad. Next Thing You Know is so good. Yeah, it's V's. Yeah, V loves that one. Yep. The Next Thing You Know is one of my favorites. Yes. Yep. Mr. Stenny Boy over here was our lights guy. And when I wasn't on stage, I was the technical director. So I did a lot of tech theater as well. Yeah, she's always lurking. All right. Well, now that I've said mine, if everybody else has favorite musicals, you should go ahead and drop them. Yeah, that's Sten who's messaging right now. He was one of the best lighting designers I've ever experienced. Ooh, Epic. I actually still haven't listened to Epic. Hamilton is always great. We just saw... Actually, that's something that we did between now and the last time I was streaming. We went and saw... Oh, V, I'm forgetting the name of it. Hadestown. We went and saw Hadestown on Friday night. And that was incredible. Oh, Hello Dolly. Okay, Tim, Hello Dolly was actually one of my, like, the first musicals that I, like, got into. Because my dad played trumpet in a community theater showing of it. And I loved it. For a while, I had the entire album, or the entire, like, soundtrack of Hello Dolly memorized, too. Yeah, Hadestown, I hadn't even listened to the entire soundtrack of. And then we went and saw it, and that was just incredible. But I will definitely have to listen to Epic. What are some other musicals? I feel like I've got some other niche musicals. I like my niche musicals. I used to have a musical theater playlist on Spotify. Let's see if I still do. I wouldn't have listened to it in a long time, which is unfortunate. I don't know where it went. Well, I used to have one. But yeah, next thing you know, 36 questions. Once is an incredible one. So Heather's is also good. Heather's is good. V likes that one because her name is in it. So that one's pretty fun. Yeah, her computer has been fighting back for literal weeks. It like we'll be in a Discord call and then she'll be talking and there will just be nothing coming through and then I'll be like, hey, I can't hear you, and then she'll be like, ah, and then she'll rage quit. That's my impersonation of V. She has been in the trenches. She's been playing a lot of TFT. I too have been playing a lot of TFT. I can't pretend like I have not also been playing TFT. But we'll say if you're gonna play League, TFT is the least offensive way to play League. That was so sad. Okay, let's try that again. Yes, you might just know now. Been in the Minecraft world for too long without doing things? Oh, yeah. I try and stay up on some other games, but yeah, Minecraft is, I don't know, Minecraft's been my favorite. I actually started as a Rainbow Six Siege streamer. That was how I built an initial following on Twitch. Was I played a lot of Rainbow Six Siege and commentated on like amateur matches and things like that. And then I stopped doing that like midway through the pandemic. Good. Sometimes you just need to sit around on a world though. Like sometimes I just join my world just to walk around and try and be inspired by things, and then I'll turn on somebody's stream or I'll turn on a YouTube video and just so. Sometimes even just sitting around on your world is still helpful and conductive to getting things done. So there's my 2 cents. Ooh. Okay. I'm not gonna call you slacker, but like no, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna call you a slacker. Everybody makes their videos at their own pace. You're a week behind. I was a week behind, and then I changed my schedule. Because for the longest time, I was doing a video on Wednesdays, a video on Sundays. But then now that I've started streaming consistently, that would mean I'm putting out a video on Tuesday, or a stream on Tuesdays, a video on Wednesdays, a video on Sundays, stream on Tuesdays. And while that's not like terrible as it sounds just off that, I also make a short for every snapshot that comes out. And now, instead of snapshots coming out on Wednesdays, they come out on Tuesdays. So now I've got this already like double mix up on stuff. So yeah, you're not behind on shorts. You put out a short like every day though. So that's pretty impressive. I think maybe we just start with this many layers for now. I don't know what you all think. I think that's probably not bad. And we need time for D&D. That is a good point. Yeah, not to mention I play well, and that's the other thing is I've got one campaign on Monday nights now consistently, another campaign on Sunday mornings mostly consistently. Oof. All the things. Hey. It's hard to keep up with like there's always so many ideas going through all of our brains, and then we find ourselves getting stuck. Like that happens to me all the time. I don't know if maybe that's what you're experiencing, but for me, I sit here and I'm like, God, I've got so many things I want to do or that I need to do, and then I just don't do anything because I'm like frozen in the fact that I have so much to do. Yeah, yep, nope. I feel that entirely. I've got the day job and then the evening job. And the day job, obviously, you know, day job and family, all those things have to come first too. So, unfortunately, until this, you know, starts doing its own thing and making its own. But yeah, agreed. Agreed entirely. Just gonna fill these up with some not. Yeah, well. That is also a good point, Zen. It's like add children to that equation, and yeah. That's very fair. Okay, so we need observers and we need dispensers. We need quite a few of them, but I don't want any mob spawning in here while I do that. Wow, that worked. Okay. Let's see how many dispensers we can make. The thing is, we don't have any. I don't think we have any string. Or maybe we have a bunch of string. Nope, we only have 2 string. So dispensers are going to be kind of rough until we can get skeletons. But I think if we can get a bunch of things spawning up there. I'm just trying to think of what we can do for now. Do I just have any bows lying around? Is my question. Soul Sand Valley, that is a good point. That is a good point. Just go to the Nether. Yeah, let's do that because I don't have any other. I don't have any other strings, so let's do that. Let's go to the Nether now, and get ourselves a bunch of things to use. I did not mean to drop that there. This is not Streambeats by Harris Heller, so we can't listen to that song. Hold on, guys. We gotta change the music. Because I'm not getting smacked with a copyright claim. There we go. Okay. Not happening. We literally just listened to this one, though. So, hey, we'll skip this one, too. Okay, to the Soul Sand Valley. Oh, I have been live for over 2 hours. That's true. You're right. Technically, I'm supposed to be done. You guys want to hold me to that? We'll do 1 dispenser and 1 observer, I think, just so that we have a semi-functioning system. And then we'll call it there. But apparently we don't have. I guess we got to go to the Nether because we don't have any of any Nether quartz or anything. We'll walk into the Nether and then we'll end it there. There we go. I did get to a good stopping point. It's a very good point. And you've got work to do. And Zen's been working. I don't know if he's got work to do, but Zen's been working. But yeah, we were supposed to be locked in there, and then we got out. So now we're here. So we're kind of free to go wherever in the Nether. Wherever in the Nether. I'm a poet. All right. I'm ending it. That's where we'll stop. Thank you all so much for watching. Almost done porting all the stuff to 1.20, 1.4. Nice. That'll be good. I just got everything to 1.20, 1.5. But yeah, I also need to finish dinner. I've had it just sitting next to me. Maybe it's bad. But thanks for hanging out, everyone. I always appreciate it. I will see you all. Actually, I'm gonna put out another short, I think, on Thursday. But then I will see you all again for a video on Friday and then a stream again next Tuesday. So, oh yeah, you should definitely go do that. Go eat dinner. Everybody go have a lovely rest of your nights and do great things and make great videos. That's what we're here to do. So, good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out.